soft piano begins. A white dress sways under golden light. Somewhere, a voice rises, gentle, trembling, real. Beautiful in white. It feels like a wedding song written by heaven itself. But here's the paradox. The world's most loved wedding song was never officially released. In 2006, it was just a demo, a forgotten track left in a studio drawer. No promotion, no label plan, nothing. And yet, years later, this unreleased song would echo through thousands of aisles, millions of hearts. There's something haunting about that idea, that the music meant for one quiet moment could outlive every chart-topping hit. It's as if destiny whispered, "The world will find you when it's ready. Stay until the end." Because this is not only the story of a song, but of how a single melody, once abandoned, became a timeless vow. It began in 2006, inside a quiet London studio, far away from the hysteria of Westlife's arena shows. Shane Filan was no longer the 20-year-old idol standing in front of flashing lights. He was a husband, a father, a man searching for something real. Fame had given him everything, yet left him wondering what still mattered when the applause faded. He sat down at the piano. No team of writers, no deadline, just him and a blank page. And from that stillness came a melody, soft as a promise. He imagined a wedding day, sunlight through white curtains, the breath before saying, "I do." That moment became beautiful in white. The lyrics were simple, almost too simple for the commercial world around him. No metaphor, no mystery, just honesty. "As I live and breathe, I'll love you." He recorded it quietly, one take, voice trembling, unsure if anyone would ever hear it. When the label executives listened, they smiled politely but moved on. "It's nice," someone said, "but not a single." The tape was archived, filed under unreleased, but true songs never die. They wait, patiently, silently, for the day someone needs them. And Beautiful in White waited too, buried in a hard drive, until love itself brought it back to life. For nearly a decade, Beautiful in White slept in silence. No press, no release date, not even a mention in interviews. It was as if the song had never existed. But destiny has a strange way of keeping what's meant to be heard alive. One day, a demo surfaced online, uploaded by someone who didn't even realize they were about to change the course of the song's life. No artwork, no label name, just a raw file titled Beautiful in White, Shane Filan. Within days, it began spreading quietly across forums, wedding blogs, and love song playlists. Listeners from the Philippines, Vietnam, and Malaysia discovered it first. Couples used it for their walk down the aisle. Brides played it while getting ready, wiping away tears before the ceremony. The song's imperfection, its unpolished vocal, its demo quality, made it feel even more intimate, more human. It was a quiet rebellion against the industry's rules. No marketing campaign, no music video, no label approval. Just one man's voice and a piano resonating with millions who still believed in forever. Shane didn't even know it had gone viral until fans started tagging him. This song made our wedding unforgettable. What began as an unreleased demo had become a global vow, proof that sometimes authenticity doesn't need permission to be loved. When Shane Filan finally learned what had happened, he could hardly believe it. The song he once tucked away, too soft, too sentimental for the charts, was now echoing through wedding halls across Asia. From Manila to Dublin, couples were walking down the aisle to his voice. The world had found Beautiful in White without a single advertisement. During his solo tours, fans began shouting for it, sometimes before he even stepped on stage. So one night, he decided to play it live. Just him, a piano, and 1,000 faces waiting. As the first chord filled the air, silence fell like snowfall. By the time he sang, "You look so beautiful in white," the entire crowd sang it back. No light show, no choreography, just pure emotion connecting strangers who had never met but somehow shared the same dream of love that lasts. It was then Shane realized this wasn't just a song, it was a ritual. People didn't come to be entertained, they came to feel. And through that feeling, Beautiful in White transcended pop. The industry measures hits by charts, sales, and awards. But this one? It was measured by tears, by smiles, by the sound of vows whispered beneath church ceilings. A forgotten demo had turned into one of the most heartfelt anthems of modern love. By the mid-2010s, Beautiful in White was no longer just a song. It was part of life's most sacred moments. It played softly as brides walked toward their future, as fathers held back tears, as promises were made under trembling lights. In every culture, in every language, people understood its meaning without translation. It became the universal soundtrack of devotion, not because it was famous, but because it was true. Wedding singers across Asia covered it endlessly. Church bells seemed to ring in harmony with its piano intro. Even those who didn't know Shane Filan's name knew the melody by heart. And while it never topped a chart, it quietly topped something far greater: the memories of millions. For Shane, this was redemption and rebirth. Years earlier, the industry told him it wasn't a single. Now he stood on stage, hearing entire stadiums sing every word. He smiled, humbled, realizing the song had found its destiny without him forcing it. Sometimes, art needs to be lost before it can be found. And when it returns, it carries the fingerprints of everyone who loved it along the way. That's what Beautiful in White became. A promise reborn through time, proof that sincerity can outlive fame and that a melody written in silence can echo forever. There's something almost miraculous about Beautiful in White. A song that was never released, never marketed, never chased the spotlight, yet found its way into countless hearts. It reminds us that love, when spoken simply, never fades. In a world of noise and algorithms, this quiet melody became eternal. It didn't rise through competition, it rose through connection. Because real music doesn't need to shout, it only needs to feel true. For Shane Filan, the song was more than success. It was a message from life itself, that what's born from honesty will always return to light, no matter how long it takes. And for every listener who has ever played it at a wedding, a farewell, or a silent night alone, it's become part of their own story too. So when those first piano notes begin again, take a moment, close your eyes. Remember the faces, the promises, the quiet beauty that time could never steal. Because in the end, it isn't just a love song. It's proof that some feelings, like forever, truly exist. Tell us in the comments, what's your Beautiful in White? The song that found you when you needed it most.